Have you ever wondered if she's truly attracted to you? Or just being friendly? You catch her looking at you a little longer than usual. Her smile lingers, her tone softens, and suddenly you start to ask yourself, is this something more? It's confusing, isn't it? Because women don't always say it directly. Attraction often hides behind small gestures, a glance, a laugh, a touch, and yet your body senses it before your mind does. I'm Dr. Rosalia Viterbo, and today we're going to talk about the 7 signs she's sexually attracted to you, based on science and psychology. These signs aren't about guessing or games. They're about understanding body language, hormones, and the subtle cues that show genuine desire. Whether you're dating, in a new relationship, or simply curious about human attraction, this will help you read those moments more clearly and respond with confidence and respect. Because attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. It's in the way she breathes near you, or how her pupils dilate when your eyes meet. And once you learn to see it, you'll never mistake it again. Let's break down what your instincts are already trying to tell you, with calm, science-based clarity. Attraction is one of those things that feels obvious until you're the one in it. You start second-guessing yourself. You replay conversations in your head. You wonder if that laugh meant something, or if she's just being polite. It's completely normal to feel uncertain, because unlike what movies show, real attraction isn't loud or dramatic. It's subtle. It happens in micro-expressions, changes in body language, and small shifts in energy that most people overlook. And here's the truth. Our brains are wired to seek these signals. When you like someone, your body starts scanning for clues that the feeling might be mutual. But modern social rules make it hard to read them. People are more careful now. They maintain personal space, watch their words, and hide their emotions behind casual smiles. That's why it's easy to miss the difference between kindness and chemistry, between friendliness and desire. Have you ever noticed how someone's presence can suddenly change the room? Or how your heart rate speeds up when she looks at you a certain way? That's biology working quietly behind the scenes. Hormones like dopamine and oxytocin are triggered by proximity, eye contact, even scent. And her body goes through the same invisible changes when she feels drawn to you. Understanding these cues isn't about manipulation, it's about awareness. It helps you connect more genuinely, respect boundaries, and respond with emotional intelligence. When you can recognize the signs of sexual attraction without jumping to conclusions, you give both yourself and her space for authentic connection. Because at its core, attraction is communication. It's how our bodies speak before our words catch up. In the next part, I'll walk you through the 7 most reliable, doctor-backed signs that she's sexually attracted to you, so you can see the difference between mixed signals and meaningful ones. So, how can you actually tell when a woman feels sexually drawn to you? Let's go through 7 signs: subtle, human, and backed by science. 1. She mirrors your movements. Have you ever noticed her copying how you sit, gesture, or speak? This isn't coincidence. It's called mirroring, and it's one of the strongest signs of attraction. When someone feels connected or aroused, their mirror neurons activate. It's your brain's way of saying, I'm in sync with you. She might sip her drink right after you do, or lean in when you lean closer. It's unconscious. Her body is trying to build rapport, comfort, and subtle intimacy without words. If you notice this gentle imitation, it's a quiet signal that she's attuned to you, emotionally and physically. 2. Her eyes tell the story. Eyes reveal what words hide. When someone is sexually attracted, pupils dilate, a natural response to excitement and desire. She may hold eye contact longer than usual, or glance away quickly when caught looking. Both can mean attraction. Research shows that sustained eye contact increases dopamine, the pleasure chemical, for both people. It creates that feeling of something's happening, even in silence. If her gaze feels warm, curious, or just a bit lingering, that's not random. Her nervous system is showing interest before she says a word. 3. Her voice softens or changes around you. Pay attention to her tone. Studies show that when a woman feels attracted, her voice often lowers slightly. It becomes warmer, softer, more intimate. It's not something she plans, it's biology. Vocal tone is influenced by hormones like estrogen, which fluctuate with mood and attraction. You might also notice she laughs more easily with you. Her sentences flow, her energy feels open. That's her comfort level rising, a key ingredient for sexual chemistry. 4. Physical proximity becomes natural space tells the truth. If she keeps finding reasons to be near you, even subtly, it's a powerful signal. Maybe she stands closer in a group, or sits beside you when other seats are free, or her hand brushes yours by accident. These small touches, or even near touches, release oxytocin, the bonding hormone. They lower stress and increase a sense of connection. Of course, context matters. Some people are naturally warm or tactile, but if her body consistently finds its way closer to yours, she's likely drawn to your presence. It's her body's quiet way of saying, I feel safe here. 5. She plays with her appearance. When attraction builds, she becomes subtly more self-aware. You might see her fixing her hair, adjusting her clothes, or touching her lips while talking to you. It's not vanity, it's instinct. The body prepares itself to be perceived as attractive when desire kicks in. Think of it as a subconscious courtship signal. Psychological studies call this preening behavior. It's the same behavior seen in both humans and animals when attraction is mutual. So, when she suddenly becomes more aware of how she looks around you, it's a small but telling sign. 6. Her body angles toward you. Body language rarely lies. When a woman is interested, her torso, feet, or knees often point directly at you. This is an evolutionary cue. It signals openness, attention, and readiness for connection. If she's facing you fully, maintaining eye contact, and her body feels relaxed, she's emotionally present with you. Compare that to crossed arms, turned shoulders, or looking around often. Those usually signal distance or discomfort. So don't just listen to her words. Watch how her body speaks. It often tells you far more than her sentences ever will. 7. The energy between you feels different. Finally, and this one is harder to explain scientifically, but very real, you'll feel the difference. Attraction changes the emotional temperature of a moment. You might sense a quiet tension, an increased awareness of each other, or that shared pause where both of you almost say something. But don't. That's not imagination. It's the limbic system, the emotional part of the brain, responding to chemistry. It heightens your senses, sharpens your focus, and makes you more attuned to her. When she's sexually attracted, she feels it too. Her breathing might deepen, her movement slow, her laughter come more easily. It's a subtle dance between curiosity and comfort. If both of you feel that energy, not forced, not anxious, but naturally magnetic, it's one of the clearest indicators of mutual attraction. Putting it all together. Remember, no single sign guarantees sexual attraction. Context matters. What you're looking for is consistency. 2 or more of these cues appearing naturally over time. The beauty of understanding these signals is that it makes connection more respectful. You're not guessing, you're listening, not just with your ears, but with your attention. Attraction should never feel forced or uncertain. When it's mutual, it flows easily. You'll sense her openness, her comfort, and her subtle desire to be closer. And when that happens, don't rush it. Stay grounded. Meet her energy with calm confidence. That's what creates true chemistry. Emotional safety mixed with genuine curiosity. Because in the end, attraction isn't a trick to figure out. It's a language to understand. So let's take a step back and put it all together. Attraction isn't always loud. It doesn't always look like a romantic movie scene. More often, it's quiet. A lingering gaze, a softened voice, a shift in body language that tells you something's happening here. You've learned 7 key signs to look for. She mirrors your gestures. Her eyes linger a little longer. Her voice softens. She finds ways to be closer. She adjusts her appearance. Her body faces you. And the energy between you simply feels different. Each of these signals speaks to how the human body responds when chemistry appears. It's not about guessing what she's thinking. It's about recognizing what's natural, respectful, and human. So let's take a step back and put it all together. Attraction isn't always loud. It doesn't always look like a romantic movie scene. More often, it's quiet, a lingering gaze, a softened voice, a shift in body language that tells you something's happening here. You've learned 7 key signs to look for. She mirrors your gestures. Her eyes linger a little longer. Her voice softens. She finds ways to be closer. She adjusts her appearance. Her body faces you. And the energy between you simply feels different. Each of these signals speaks to how the human body responds when chemistry appears. It's not about guessing what she's thinking. It's about recognizing what's natural, respectful, and human. When you notice two or more of these cues, it's your body's cue too, to slow down and listen. Because attraction isn't just about desire. It's also about trust, safety, and emotional readiness. And here's something important. Not every woman who shows one or two signs is inviting intimacy. Sometimes these signals are part of comfort or connection, not necessarily sexual intent. That's why emotional intelligence is essential. Always pay attention to context, to her comfort level, to consent, verbal and nonverbal. True attraction grows in mutual respect. When both people feel seen, safe, and curious about each other, that's where genuine chemistry thrives. So don't treat these signs as a checklist. Treat them as a conversation, one that happens through eye contact, energy, and presence. When you stay calm, kind, and observant, you make her feel comfortable being herself. And that's when attraction deepens naturally, without pressure, without games. Because ultimately, your goal isn't just to know if she's attracted. It's to connect with authenticity, to build something that feels real. Always listen to your instincts, but also your empathy. They work best together. You'll not only recognize attraction when it's there, you'll also handle it with the respect it deserves. If this video helped you understand attraction in a clearer, human connection is one of the most beautiful parts of life. It's not about decoding every glance or gesture. It's about understanding how emotions, biology, and respect come together to create real chemistry. As a doctor, I always remind my patients, awareness is powerful. When you learn to read these cues with empathy instead of assumption, your relationships become healthier and more genuine. If you'd like to keep learning about attraction, emotional wellness, and how your body responds to connection, make sure you subscribe. I share science-based insights designed to help you understand yourself and others, calmly and clearly. And remember, confidence doesn't come from control. It comes from understanding. When you see people for who they are, not just what they show, everything changes. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of your mind, your body, and your heart. And as always, stay curious, stay kind, and stay connected. I'm Dr. Rosalia Viterbo. Take care of your health. See you next time.